Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I've been up for over 12 hours and now I have to drive 2 hours to get home because this week I am going to the security summit in Minneapolis. I am tired and worn out and all this other stuff, but I'm hoping it's going to be a good time. Yeah, hopefully I can do more of this so I can actually vlog like who's talking and all this other stuff, because probably the only thing that you're going to be able to see is the expo center. So any kind of like companies that I see around, I'll see if I can like shout them out. It's like, hey, Mayo's here, or something similar. Just person just randomly waiting for me to not do anything. So yeah, what's Security Summit? The Security Summit in Minneapolis is a conference of business-minded professionals in learning about how to manage and operate their information security departments. Now, I got to go from this because one of my professors graciously added me to a student discount, which meant I got to go for free. Can't say no to that, and it's my first convention, so that'll be fun. And a lot of these guys that I'm going to be in these talks with or these presentations with, or in the audience, of course, are going to be like chief execs, so CISOs, CFOs, CEOs maybe. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's more business minded, which isn't my main focus, as my main focus is on the technical aspect of information security, but it'll be good to broaden the range of my knowledge in information security, kind of see the other side of the coin, the flip side, if you will. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go get food, and might give an update later if something interesting happens. Yeah, see you at the con. I forgot my shoes. You know how annoying that is? I got like 15 minutes away, and then I'm like, oh, all right, I need shoes. So ran back. It's now 7:30, and I grabbed food too. So anyway, now I'm going. So let's do this. Okay, so it's 1:30 almost? Yep. It's 1:25 according to Dan's watch. Say hi, Dan. Dan is the president of ISSO and my companion on this summit. When did we get here? 5? No, I woke up at 5. That's what it was.
7.
We got here at
15.
7-ish. I'm gonna do this. This is what this stupid pop-up thing's for. So I can do.
Nice.
So I can do this. There we go. What have we also grabbed? So what have we gotten out of this? So
all right,
far?
here's my haul. We got.
You're starting off strong.
Dope ass fidget spinner.
Mine's a bottle opener. He also has one of these too.
We got an FBI made DVD. I don't know what it's about.
It's about the lowest security level clearance you can get.
Apparently.
We've got black duck, rubber ducky.
We got laptop webcam covers.
Speaking of laptops, I got more stickers. This guy, Security Ninja, Black Duck, and Run DNS. So that's.
I got 3 of those.
We also got a couple of those stickers on there were from Cisco. Cisco gave us a book on ransomware defense with the Cisco umbrella. I don't know what it is yet.
We got tape measure.
We got plushie lock because we thought it was a lock picking table.
We got BlackBerry pens because they're still in business.
They're still a thing. Yep.
We got a sheathed multi-tool.
Like, that one was weird.
That's right, boys.
This one's weird.
Look out.
You
It's
can
from,
clip it.
Oh, it's from Pluralsight.
Wasn't that the same?
They do like online courses like Linda, but like only for tech.
Oh, last but not... So, Minnesota IT Solutions was here. I just grabbed another one of these pens because mine's getting funky. We also got perspective mugs.
Oh, yeah.
From Lifeline. The red rack is their service. I just like it because it reminds me of Red Rum.
I think that's it. Oh no, I got more in my pocket.
But, yeah, you grabbed more stuff.
Yeah, I got a lot.
You just grabbed pens.
Nice heavy-duty metal pens.
From backbone.com.
2 of those.
Backbone.
We got plasticky pens with a little nipple on them.
Yep, that's Advanced IT Minnesota.
We got 2 more BlackBerry pens.
Because we can't get over the fact that they're still here.
Oh, we got. Oh, there they are. Oh boy, I got so much swag.
Target.
We got like 3 Target stickers. These are small
you
ones.
have more.
I thought I grabbed like 3.
You grabbed like 5.
Oh, nice.
Oh wait, are these stickers or coasters?
No, these are coasters.
Oh, I would have laughed so hard if these were. So we got some InfraGard coasters, or he did. I didn't grab them.
What's this? Oh, that
Another pen. That's another pen from home. So, then.
Oh, did you show the bottle opener fidget spinner?
Yeah, I did. So we both got one of these because we were like, this was. And then he went back and he got the one that lights up because he was like, I need an actual fidget spinner.
And now my coworker told me I have to go back and get one for him.
What?
My coworker said I have to go back and get one for him.
What?
My coworker?
Coworker.
Yeah.
I thought you said your cargo. I'm like,
no.
What? My hearing's getting shot. So
we'll see about that.
I just went like this.
I kind of I probably won't.
Probably won't.
Probably
I mean, we already took 3 from those guys.
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't.
Where's the battery? Oh, but it's in the middle.
Probably in the middle.
So trippy.
Well, even like look at the back of the. Look at like the ceiling.
Yeah.
So we've got like a minute before they start up again.
The light focus is freaking out. It was.
So Dan, favorite part of the convention so far?
I don't know. Maybe Governor Dayton talking.
Right.
That was pretty cool.
So Governor Dayton came by for like 10 minutes and basically said, I'm an old fart and
you guys need
to
do your job.
We hope that we're counting on you guys to do your job.
Yeah.
So that we don't get fired.
I'll give you guys money, but you gotta do it.
Yeah, like he was even talking about having. I just saw the poll go up to 100% on I don't know. So, for reference, they've been trying to do this polling system all day, and it hasn't worked at all the entire day.
Oh, and now we got no projector. Oh, never mind.
They're starting. Anyway, we'll get back to the best parts. Bye!
Earlier this month signed a proclamation declaring October Cybersecurity Awareness Month in Minnesota. He is also among 38 governors who, at a meeting of the National Governors Association this summer, pledged to make cybersecurity a top priority. Earlier this month he said, quote, strong cybersecurity is critical to protect our citizens, our businesses, and our state from attacks online. As these threats increase in volume and sophistication, we must invest in critical upgrades, technology, and talent to keep Minnesota safe and secure online. Please join me in welcoming Governor Mark Dayton.
Thank you very much. I want to thank you for inviting me to welcome you this morning. I must admit at the beginning that I'm probably have the least expertise of any speaker on your program. I'm truly a technological dinosaur. I have only one screen of apps on my iPhone. I don't tweet. Until recently, my idea of cybersecurity was using a paper and pencil, which actually, despite its obvious limitations, might be the one remaining refuge from cyber attacks. Voting in some parts of northern Minnesota is absolutely hack-proof. People vote on paper ballots, which are then counted by hand.
You don't understand what?
This Bitcoin fork. So Coinbase is saying any customer's Bitcoin balance on their account at the time of the fork will be credited with an equal amount of Bitcoin 2x on the 2x blockchain. So if you have 5 Bitcoin starting Coinbase before the fork, you will have 5 Bitcoin and 5 Bitcoin 2x after the event.
So it's given. So it would mean if you had 5 Bitcoins normally, you would then have 5 Bitcoins on each. So then you could decide which algorithm you wanted to go towards.
So can I make a bunch of money with this?
Because the thing is it's gonna.
Shouldn't the value go down then?
The value will go down because of the split. Just because of how the markets go.
So I would only make money if they both rose after the split.
Rose after the split.
Right.
But if you keep mining on both of them now, that's how you keep making your money, because now the split's gonna make it.
So now we're gonna have 2 terms to refer to Bitcoin.
Yeah. Anyway, we got more stuff.
And what's Bitcoin Cash? That's a whole third thing.
Minus the weird stuff going on.
I think.
Ah, darn. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna be really quiet. But we got these cool little dongles. It's every single one of these.
All right, if we can go ahead and retake our seats, we'll be starting here in about 30 seconds.
Then Cisco gave us these. Super cool.
Oh, I didn't see they were Cisco branded.
Yeah.
Dope. Also, I definitely snagged another spinner. It's not a light up one.
Darn it. You're just like awkwardly standing up there now.
We got nuts. Well, Mark moved a card, guys. He moved a Trello card.
Mark. Yep. I'm supposed to actually be in a meeting right now. Uh-oh. It's gonna be loud. Day 1.
Nope, joke's on you. The volume is off.
Another card updated.
You guys should use Jira. Should use Jira. That's what we use.
What is it?
It's another Atlassian product, like Bitbucket.
Oh.
And integrates with Bitbucket really nicely. It's
Trello does too now because I bought it.
That's true.
Or Atlassian bought it. I actually know a guy, or a former bureau employee works at
I know him.
Atlassian now. Dustin? Yeah.
He came to the Netherlands and talked while I was there. And he was like, yeah, I worked at FPX, and then I worked at Bureau, and then I came to the Netherlands. And I was like, hey, I did that exact thing.
Yeah. It's like,
That's what I'm doing right now.
Not bad. I'm still recording, by the way.
And then, and then we went to Amsterdam, and one of the Atlassian headquarters was
Great, so
there.
we're good on the video, we're good to get going.
All right.
Video.
We'll get back later with our thoughts on the
Our
con.
next celebrate speaker.
I'm not wanting to leave, dude. Where you go, Shadow? Where'd you go? What are you doing? Yeah. What is it? What is it? What is that? What is it? Anyway, conference was fun. It's the end of day 1, so I get to do this all over again tomorrow. What? 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 I need to be petting you constantly? Huh? The coolest part of the whole convention so far had to have been a cross between, or a tie between having Governor Dayton there and then him basically saying, like I said before, chill. that he understands our concern with legislation and how no one in legislation has an idea of what's going on, because they're, quote, technological dinosaurs. So yeah, that was fun. Another cool part is I got to talk to one of the chief or technical managers of a data center company called Data Line. And I got to talk to him a little bit about how to start up a security infrastructure in a small startup kind of instance. I put beep. And okay. Crazy dog, chill. Hey, chill out. What are you doing? Who is that? Did you get me? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that was really cool. So I got a couple of good tips from him. Also, there's a couple of people that I talked to that were interesting. I haven't looked at my LinkedIn yet, but it said a few people have viewed my LinkedIn profile, which is interesting. Because I only talked to like a select few people. Yeah, so that'll be fun. So we're gonna see how day 2 goes. Day 2 tomorrow has FBI career opportunities, or it's like a breakfast seminar thing. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. I know. I had to fix my hair. Can you chill? What are you doing? Okay, chill. So yeah, we'll see all you guys tomorrow, and hopefully Dan and I can actually like talk a little bit during breaks. So afterwards, we'll probably do like a recap of everything and see what our favorite parts of the con were, and also what our biggest takeaways of it were. My biggest takeaway so far is it's very needed to do cons like this, where they're not sort of these technical things like DEF CON or Black Hat, doing ones that are more along the lines of you gonna lay down? You gonna lay down? Good boy. So yeah, it's good to do that. And my dog is now patting at me. What? Just relax for a minute. So yeah, it'll be fun. But my main takeaway is that, yeah, I'm in the right industry right now. So I'm going to continue working at it. A couple of interesting things. We're getting a lot of mixed reviews on certs, specifically certifications like OSCP or ethical hacking, stuff like that. And the ethical hacking one was actually a surprise to me. Dan asked someone about it, or not about that cert specifically, just like what certs an employer would be looking for. And I said that, and one of the faculty members and I were like, really? It's interesting. But those positions that might be open are ones where you need skilled people like that. Anyway, I will see you guys all tomorrow in the morning at around 5, so I can give a recap on how tired I am. Because I still have a midterm that I have to work on. So, anyway, say bye, Shadow. I guess that's all you're gonna get. See ya. Okay, so it's day 2. I am a half hour early. I guess I was just eager to get here. The other cool thing about today, specifically, is at about 7 o'clock here, I'm gonna be having breakfast with some FBI recruiters. So that would be interesting. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. That'll probably be the highlight of the day. So starting off the day with a highlight. Yeah, sadly though, Dan had to go back to Mankato because he needed to finish up some homework. So it's just me, and then there's one other guy from Mankato, but he's volunteering, so he's having to scan people in. Anyway, I'll give you guys another update once I get into breaks, into a couple of the networking breaks, or if I find more time, because I gotta go pay for parking. Ooh. So, something interesting I found. Company Pluralsight. It's basically like lynda.com, but more for technical development stuff. So if you're going for certifications and like anything Cisco or CompTIA and stuff like that, definitely check these guys out. And if you're a student, you get a student discount. I'm going to be looking to see if I can get this for work so that we can start using it for training, because they have more of the same web dev stuff. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking because now I just look weird. Okay, this is Aaron.
Hello.
He's one of the ISSO members that came along with. He was volunteering, so I didn't see him a whole lot this weekend, but now he's done. So now we got...
Finally cut loose.
There we go.
Time to enjoy the end of my second year here at the summit.
Oh, this is your second time here?
Yep. I was here last year.
I'm just a noob. This is fine. Anyway, so haul, just because we got more crap. I got a pen light that's really, really bright.
Insanely.
That also has one of these.
Oh, it has a little touch screen thing.
It's like
on
the
it too?
touch nipple.
Nice.
I don't know what the technical term is for it.
That's it. You nailed it.
It's such a bad name. I've got an FBI handbook. Or not a handbook. It's a notebook.
Handy dandy notebook.
Handy. I just renamed this FBI's handy dandy. And then I also got this contraption, just FBI careers, and then more like job specific stuff, and caffeine, because I'm dying right now. We've both been here since I got here at 6. I don't know how early you were here.
I was here just after 6:30ish.
Okay. I don't know why I got here at 6. It's like,
If you count in driving in rush hour, it's almost 12-hour days.
yeah. No, okay, so I left my parents' house at 6. Mm-hmm. I got here at 6:30, which was surprising, because yesterday I left at the same exact time, and I got here at 7.
Okay.
So I was like,
I had the reverse coming my direction. I had more traffic today than yesterday. Yesterday it seemed like I just flew over here.
Did you come from Cato?
No, I came from east of the cities. I'm staying with my parents right now.
Same. Yeah, my parents are a half hour north, so I had to come out on 94 to get here quickly. So, one cool thing. Slack, go away. I was sitting down and just waiting for talks to start, and random.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, random guy comes over. So I introduced myself, and he says his name is Bill, and I'm like, yep, Nate. And then Aaron came over, and then we reintroduced ourselves again, because apparently he didn't catch my name, which is fine. It was loud. We found out that this was one of the keynote speakers, Bill Swearingen, who is also...
Sounded a little familiar.
Sounded very familiar to me. So I asked him, don't you do stuff for DEF CON and know a bunch of those guys? And then we talked about that stuff for about 20 minutes, because he was that guy.
Yeah. Give us a little inside scoop on a few different cons.
Yep. So he said DerbyCon.
That one's definitely a good one.
Definitely. DEF CON.
DEF CON. Yeah, one of the things that I'm glad you told us about DerbyCon was that if you're going to meet people, it's a better one to meet people at.
Yeah.
Just because it's a little bit smaller.
Yeah, because the thing that he explained to us with DEF CON is it's getting to be super big. It's bigger than Black Hat now. So going to smaller conventions will be easier for you to meet people, so that when you go to DEF CON, you can then make more connections because you already know people and stuff like that.
Just by sheer numbers wise, there's a lot less competition for FaceTime and one-on-ones.
But that was really cool. I got a one-on-one with him, and his talk was great. It's the fastest one we've had all convention.
Yeah.
What is it like? He was 15 minutes early.
Mm-hmm. And then by the time he was done, we had even more time.
Yeah, we had more time, so the next guy went, and then he finished early because Bill finished early. So then we had our entire schedule get moved up a half hour.
Yeah. I was talking to the event coordinators, and they're like, well, normally it goes a little late, but this is the
This is like the one time.
The speakers are speeding through.
Which, I mean...
They're still quality talks, so I've enjoyed them.
Yeah, it's not like... they're not skimping on like content at all. But I'm also thinking it's like there's... Like right now, there's a big ransomware attack going on right now.
Yeah.
So there's... Probably that's like, because I saw him like earlier in a bunch of other talks. He was like, Bill was like constantly on his laptop just answering emails and all the other stuff. Also, homemade pita chips. I've never had them before. Anyway, that's what we've got so far. So like, what so far has been like the best talk that you've been able to see?
Well, I mean, as far as PowerPoints go, the one by Computex with all the fun Kanye memes and all that good stuff. That was one of the best PowerPoints.
I am smiling. What do you mean?
I enjoyed that one. However, the talk that I liked the most was the one right before that, where he kind of dispelled the whole...
Bill's talk?
Yeah, it dispelled the whole hackers only need to get in once.
Yeah.
I like that he explained that, because I've heard that a lot in cybersecurity, and people always repeat that. It was good that he showed. Yeah.
So the phrase that Bill's talk was on was your security defense team needs to be right all the time, and then attackers or hackers only need to be right once. And he just liked my tweet, so that's funny.
That's awesome.
But at the same time, he was like, I hate that phrase. And I was like, well, it's kind of right. But then once he got into explaining it, an attacker, and this makes sense, if you've done a CTF, you know what this is like. You have to try like 100+ different things before you actually pop a box or pop a shell or anything, get anywhere close to finishing compromising that system. So for Blue Team, what he was saying is you're supposed to be able to see those 100 times that an attacker is doing something and then catch it. So he gave a framework that CenturyLink uses. Sorry, I'm burping so much.
If you only notice the one time they get in, that doesn't help you a ton. But if you take a look at each point where they were stopped on their way in, you can start to gain more information and hopefully prevent the overall breach that they're attempting to get through.
Hey, he followed me!
Hey!
Hey!
Does that mean we're famous?
Huh?
Does that mean we're famous?
Probably not. That just means...
Hey, he followed me too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Sweet! I tagged him in a tweet where I was like, highlight of today is I got to meet this guy.
Oh, I guess that means I should follow him too. I thought I was.
Rip. Alright.
Oh,
he quoted me.
It. He's like, remember that DerbyCon's a terrible, terrible place. Well, yeah.
I have to reply icing.
Yeah, just don't slip on the ice.
That's better. So it looks like we're about to start back up. So I'm gonna have a whole lot of fun editing this together because it's like, I think I have like a half hour worth of footage. Already.
Perfect.
Well, this is like 8 minutes, and then Dan and I like talked around like the same way for like 15 minutes. We talked about the Bitcoin fork, right? Remember like the same thing we talked about with Bill.
Yeah.
But I was just explaining like how it worked, and when Bill was talking about how it was going to just be another way for China to control it, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because he was talking about how every fork they just, for every Bitcoin they own, they
get
gain money
another.
just
I mean,
pretty quickly.
I don't know enough about it yet.
Me either, but the way he described it made complete sense.
Yeah. So I'm more confident in going with his thing, even though I explained why, or like what the fork would do. I don't know what impact it had. He knew what the impact would be.
Right.
So
Use a little both, do some further research, and
yep. That's all we do now is just research. That's all I do. That's all I feel like I do now.
R&D.
R&D. Well, even with like my master's research into like RFID stuff. It's like, yeah, it's been done before, but then it's also like, well, you can only take it like a step further.
Right.
It's like never like one thing done, or it's not a one and done thing. Like all these talks have been about things that were like, yeah, we've done something like this, or we have a defensive structure, but we need to take it a step further because it's obviously not working.
Yeah.
Or we can make it better if we have a good security posture. It's always trying to improve.
Yep.
That's the message I'm getting today.
And even if you can't improve your equipment, improve your people.
Improve the people.
yourselves.
Yeah, improve yourself rather if you can't improve equipment or you can't get stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I said a plug about this last video. Plural site that's free for students. And it's all about, it's got a bunch of technical learning has a bunch of technical trainings for like CompTIA certification and Cisco. Okay, it's getting louder, which means they're gonna start coming up.
Yep.
Also, if you need your company to do red team or to be pen tested, look these guys up. They were really interesting. Synac. They crowdsource, so it's kind of like bug crowd, but they fully vet and then crowdsource all of their penetration testers and then have them attack your application or infrastructure or whatever you need attacked.
Oh, that's really cool. I must have missed that one.
Well, I think they're still here. Yeah, like I talked to the guy for like a good like 10 minutes.
Nice.
And because I saw the panel that they had where it's
Yeah.
like their web panel, and it was super cool because they were able to show like in a format like what the issue was, and they were documenting the vulnerabilities in a way that I could understand. It's just okay. It's getting loud. We should be done.
Yeah. As the music
Anyway,
blasts.
all right. I don't know if I'm getting back to this. It's probably the last video for today. But anyway, so
A few more talks left.
yeah, two
Two
more,
more, I think.
3. No, 2.
2 in the outro.
2 in the outro. Yes. Apparently it's supposed to be a 90-second recap.
Yep. We'll see.
I don't think
I'll
so.
time him.
Let's time it. I'll videotape it, just see if it's 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
Like, just like a
Yeah.
countdown. 24 in the background. Anyway.
Alright, well, here's to the rest of the summit.
See something, I don't know. I'm tired.
We'll
Bye.
figure it out.
Okay, so that concluded the con. A couple of updates on what happened after the con was, so I mentioned before that I met Bill Swearingen, not Jur. And I got to tweet a little bit back and forth with him just on some fun stuff that we were talking about in person. So that's cool. So now I'm starting to get a lot of Twitter stuff which is fun. Hacking, cool thing is Hacking Dave followed me back. I've followed him for a while, since I've watched a few of his talks on just, I don't remember what the topics were. I've watched a few, but he's definitely one of the guys that I've watched, and also a guy that I can get a good perspective on blue team and red team interactions and stuff like that. So it was fun. I'm really tired. It's 8:30 and I have a 2-hour drive ahead of me. So, highlight of day one would most definitely be being able to. I was actually on TV. I was on TV. Mark Dayton, our governor of Minnesota, he showed up and made a quick 10-minute speech, and news outlets were there and they covered it, so we were all over the news, and I sat in the front row, so I was in most of the shots. So that's fun. That was day one's highlight. Day two would definitely be meeting and doing some networking with a couple of people. I did some prelim business work for finding some security and vulnerability tools, and also some pen testing options for the company that I work for. Since we don't have anything right now, it would probably be a good idea to at least mention them. I know nothing's going to happen with them just because that's just how this company is right now. I'm rolling my eyes because I've tried this multiple times. I've been like, well, we should at least do our own auditing a little bit, and that way you can give students an experience. I won't get into it. But also then meeting Bill and having that one-on-one with him and talking to him about what kind of things we should be looking for, what kind of cons. His talk was awesome. Very short, very short, sweet, and to the point. Yeah, it was a full 15 minutes shorter than his slotted time, which was awesome, because then it was the entire con just went in shambles on what they were doing next. It was so funny. And they also misintroduced him twice. They introduced the next speaker, and then they introduced him, and then they're like, are we sure it's not this guy? And then they introduced him again. It was weird. It was really bad. Aaron and I were laughing a lot at this, and it was actually cool because I finally got a chance to meet Aaron and actually hang out with him a little bit, because he was volunteering half the time. So anyway, that concludes the video, or that concludes this con. I don't know if I'll continue doing these vlogging videos. I like them. I don't know. Depends on if you guys like, or if people like them. Anyway, I have a 2-hour drive ahead of me. I'm gonna go get caffeine and probably a really gross snack. And yeah, that's it. Oh, I also got to hang out with one of my old friends from work and have a couple of drinks with her before I went home. So yeah, it's been good. It's been a good week so far. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. I haven't been at school at all for 2 days. Also, shout out to Chris Veltzos, also known as on Twitter as Dr. Infosec. He was the reason why I even got to go to this, or how Dan and Aaron also got to go to this at all. He kind of put in his 2 cents and got us in. So huge shout out to him. Would not have been able to make the connections that I did. One, with making stronger relationships with my friends, and also making connections in the industry as well. So I'm really tired right now. I've been up since 5. I do not envy the people that do this, and I commend the people that do the 5 to 9 thing, where they work from 5 a.m. to 5 to 9, whatever. It's super stressful. Anyway, that's it. Bye. That's really bad. I'm just gonna end it abruptly at some point. Anyway, till the next con that I'll probably try and go to is, if I can, will be DerbyCon, because that was one that Bill was like, go to DerbyCon. You'll be able to meet a lot of people and network there. And I was like, will do. Now I was more like, because he's a guy that's talked at DEF CON, so I was nerding out. Anyway, I've been here for 6 minutes. Yeah, so thank you all for watching the 2-day coverage of my trip. Most of it was just Dan and I talking about what stuff we grabbed, but then we actually started getting into cool stuff with Aaron and I when we started trying to network a little bit. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and be prepared for more videos, because I'm going to Europe, so I'm going to be showing you prep and all that stuff while I'm in Europe. So, Super Nate says bye. There we go. See ya!